Welcome to VFILES.DATA.
A popular human adage is sexuality sells. Others have posed that implied drug use as well as racial, political, and social provocations may sell objects, clothing, or the larger collection of ideas brands attempt to cultivate as their own. Occasionally, these provocations cause ads to be banned from print and broadcast outlets. Terry Richardson, a photographer largely viewed as sexually out of control, used these concepts to advertise sizzly clothing in the 2000s. The product being sold is largely not present in the image. Because Terry Richardson's images are memorable, they were seen by many to be successful. Memorable can mean disgusting in some cases. Terry Richardson's 2001 farming campaign used images of models caressing livestock and seeming to drink unpasteurized milk straight from the udder of a cow. Terry Richardson also instructed models to manipulate phallic produce to a similar effect. Sizzly hired photographer tourists to draw a comparison between an alleged need for fashion status objects and the strong physical need drug abusers feel for cocaine or other Schedule I or II substances. Another Terry Richardson advertisement featured adult film actors and actresses. The performers were covered with a thick oily substance, and their genitals were obscured by perfume bottles. These advertisements were banned in several countries, and some found strong similarities between Richardson's work and a Guy Borden photograph from the 1970s. Young adults having sexual relations seems to be the central focus of Calvin Klein jeans advertisement campaigns. Actress Brooke Shields' 1980 television commercial was interpreted to be sexual. In the advertisement, Brooke Shields proclaims that, quote, "Nothing comes between me and my Calvins," end quote. Many assumed that phrase meant Brooke Shields did not wear undergarments underneath her Calvin Klein jeans. At the time of the advertisement, Brooke Shields was 15 years old. The Columbia Broadcasting System banned the ad from television broadcast. In 1995, Calvin Klein released a series of print and television advertisements which became known as the kiddie porn advertisements. Photographed by Stephen Mizell, the ads feature young-looking models wearing a small amount of clothing. The models appear in a room resembling a basement with light wood paneling. The aesthetic was allegedly based on amateur pornography. Calvin Klein faced backlash from child welfare authorities, leaders of the Catholic League, and the American Family Association. The United States Justice Department investigated and determined that all models were of age to appear before video and still cameras. In 2009, another Stephen Mizell advertisement was accused of exploiting sexuality to sell Calvin Klein jeans. The arrangement of models was interpreted to imply a menage-a-trois sexual scenario. In 1971, the fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent posed without clothing for one of his fragrance advertisements. This advertisement was notable to fashion insiders because clothing designers themselves were rarely featured in print advertisements. Also, full male nudity was surprising to many. When designer Thomas Ford took over Yves Saint Laurent in the early 2000s, he referenced the 1971 Yves Saint Laurent advertisement but included the model's penis in the photograph. Most publications did not run the advertisement. Both the 1971 original advertisement and the Thomas Ford interpretation were reportedly large influences for Marc Jacobs' 2010 advertisement for his Bang fragrance. Marc Jacobs obscured his genitals with a larger-than-life perfume bottle, and the advertisement ran in many outlets. Oliviero Toscani created advertisement campaigns for Benetton in the 1980s and 1990s. Oliviero Toscani's images contained no Benetton clothes, but instead referred to social and political issues such as racism, HIV, the death penalty, and immigration. Largely, political conservatives were shocked and offended by the Benetton advertisements. Others criticized the ads for their use of human suffering as a tool to sell clothing. Candy's fragrance advertisements featuring actress Alyssa Milano and Sugar Ray frontman Mark McGrath were rejected by 17 magazine and Teen People magazine for their overt sexual content. The Candy's television commercials from this campaign were also banned from broadcast channel the WB. Data transmission complete.